All right, welcome back to Better Kansas City. We're going back to the basics, discussing the building blocks for a rock-solid retirement. Alan Becker, CEO of Retirement Solutions Group, stopped by to share what those are. How do we get into making money once we're no longer working?
Well, I mean, if you're going to retire someday, which I think is the big plan, you want to have income in retirement. It's the biggest fear of retirees, right? So usually when we talk about investing, we think of what's your rate of return. The book I wrote, Return on Investment or Reliability of Income. We feel the true meaning of ROI in the golden years is income. Reliable, consistent income forever. And you can do that with an investment plan. However, sometimes you want a little less risk. So we might use annuities, we can use a dividend portfolio. But the idea is to have a plan in retirement where that income is consistent so you can do what you want and enjoy life.
Yeah. How does Social Security come into play? How do I determine when I should start accessing that money, and when do I have availability to that money?
Well, we both have children, so having the conversation with the kids, especially as they get older and actually get a paycheck, that FICA comes out explaining we need policemen, firemen, roads, so we got to pay our share. And then Social Security is something that around 62 we have access to. I mean, obviously there's disability and other things you can get access sooner, but it's 62 and then your full retirement age, which is somewhere between 65 and 67, depending on when you were born. And then you have to start taking it by 70.
Okay.
So you need to know when to take Social Security, to your question. However, it's a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Meaning you're going to have retirement plans, 401ks, 403bs, some sort of IRA, that kind of thing. And you want to make sure that Social Security works with it, because what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll spend their savings.
Yeah.
And I warn you, don't retire and say, I'm paying less taxes because I'm living on my savings, and just let your IRAs keep, getting bigger. Well, then your forced distribution gets larger and you're on the government's plan, and who's better with your money, you or the government?
Exactly, and it's more how that Social Security fits into your retirement plan as a whole. And I think sometimes it's hard to grasp that picture because we've been so ingrained in that you'll just pull that Social Security when it's time, but how it fits together as a whole is way more important.
And also how it fits together, like if your wife is healthier than you or younger than you, or your spouse, either way, you really got to look at who's in the family is going to live longer, so that you're getting that benefit longer. Okay. Right? So and they've taken some of the rules away from us, but yeah, it's a piece of the puzzle that you need to access, and there's the concern that it may not be there when we get there, or that it'll be reduced. So you want to get everything that's yours, and you want to be able to utilize it appropriately in retirement.
And let's talk about those full financial plans. I mean, a lot of people have, I think, just bits and pieces of things from their different stops in their career. How do we talk about getting those all together under one roof and really working for us?
Well, to your point, consolidation.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not consolidated, it's confusing. It's hard for your family, if something were to happen, to find all those pieces. Stuff gets lost. And you have individual fees on each of those accounts. So it's actually not cost effective. And then the final thing is it's not cohesive. So if one advisor's got this portion or this 401k's got that portion, they may be using the same basic premise, so you've got overlap.
Yeah, and they don't know what the other person is thinking, so they could be butting heads in their strategies.
Right. So see a financial advisor like Retirement Solutions Group. Get with somebody that's speaking English, that you understand, that is going to help you get to that next level, and that you can have a plan in retirement, because as you said, all these pieces, that's a portfolio.
Exactly.
A plan is something you get. So we've put together our top 10 solutions that you can utilize in retirement, and we want to give that to everybody. If they'll just text 10-10-10 to 474747, we'll get a copy of those 10 important strategies you can utilize.
All right, Alan, well, great tips. We appreciate them as always. And if you would like to know more how Alan and his team can use a proprietary roundtable retirement process to assist you, call 913-685-9422 or visit rsgusa.net.